Hi everyone, Lewis here, and today I'm going to be bringing you guys another DayZ Standalone update video. Since Rocket's been home from Everest for about a week now, he's been showing off a lot of screenshots, lots of news has been released, including the release date for the public release of the DayZ Standalone, which is pretty cool, and there's also been a lot of other goodies which I thought I'd share with you guys. The footage in the background is again from a small session that I had in DayZ Utahs, and I just shot people. It was pretty fun. But yeah, on to the actual important stuff. So I'm not going to be going through this news chronologically, but more in the order I think it's important. And of course I will start off with the release date, which Rocket confirmed in an article with a website called VG247. And Rocket states that the public alpha is still on track for June. And YouTubers and streamers and stuff like that, although there's no confirmed date, that's probably going to be somewhere earlier in June. So I'm expecting there to be a public release sometime later in June. It's going to be following the same model as Minecraft. This has been confirmed for a while, but if you didn't know already, basically you'll be able to buy it on Steam for about $15 or so, and then as the development goes along into beta and then a full release, it is going to cost more. But if you buy it obviously in June, then boom, you've got access to it. And yeah, I don't think Rocket really wants that many people playing the game from the start, which is I guess why he's got the YouTubers and streamers starting off, and then later in the month, like I said in June, it will be public. So basically it's not too long to wait, assuming of course Rocket does get this one on track, because you know he said December before the start of 2013, and I'm just hoping this one is an actual accurate release date. I'm guessing since Rocket has said release dates before, or estimated release dates which just aren't true, I think he's learned his lesson that he's not going to say any date unless he's confident with that. And since his plan was to give it to YouTubers and streamers very soon, you know, in the next few weeks or so, I think a June, well, end of June kind of release date for the public alpha is more than reasonable. I'm not going to be sharing this link in the actual video or showing you guys any of the footage, but I do know there was a 20-minute video which was leaked by someone. It was a guy recording DayZ Standalone with a phone. It seems kind of stupid, and it's obviously a really old build, so don't take it as if that's what the final product is going to be like. I mean, it's confirmed that it is an old build, but it does give you a decent idea of what the build and structures are going to be like. You get to see the hospital, see how the original hospital is linked to a new hospital, which was seen in some screenshots before, namely this one. You get to see how those two linked, and you just get a decent idea of how many Enter-build buildings there is in Cherno. But like I said, I can't show you guys that on screen, but I will have a link to it in the description if you do want to go check it out. But just don't take it, you know, as the final product. That is not what it is. Also, going back to the previous point about the release date, Rocket has confirmed that DayZ Standalone is going to be playable on the floor at E3, which is on June the 10th, I believe. I'm pretty sure on that date. That's when E3 starts. So, again, that's when I think, well, somewhere around that time is when streamers and YouTubers are going to get it. And since, of course, it is playable at E3, I'm sure it is going to be of a very high standard. Nothing like the thing which you guys might have just seen, which I linked. And then later in that month, of course, the alpha users, well, the people who pre-order the game are going to get access to alpha as well. The amount of stuff Rocket's talking about on Twitter is pretty cool. Like, since he's got back, he's been a bit excited as to how much DayZ Standalone has been changed without his actual input kind of thing. But here's a quick screenshot of what the inventory looks like right now. Of course, it's just a build for E3, so that actually works. So that's fully functional. You can see you can have different things in your pants, in your shirt, that kind of stuff. It's something which has been confirmed for a while, but it's pretty cool to see the UI in action. You can see some pretty interesting items inside there as well. Obviously the normal painkillers, the bandage, the drinks and all that kind of stuff. But then there's some kind of cleaning product, which I'm guessing you can disinfect with or something along those lines. A canteen, which has got a lovely new model, and a lot of other things which of course we haven't seen before, as well as the customizable gear. So you can have the backpack and the pants and all that kind of stuff separate. You can see he doesn't even have shoes on because he's such a crazy guy. You can go around shoeless if you do so desire. Also on his Twitter, he did mention that they've been testing with walkie-talkies with different frequencies, which is something lots of people have been really excited for, which is awesome to hear. And on top of that, he's also showing off a screenshot of these leaping zombies, which is pretty cool, something you've never seen with the zombies before. You can see they do look very different to the current DayZ mod zombies. Of course, the animations have been reworked. If you guys didn't see before, they had a long dev blog showing all of the new motion capture with the zombies, but it's pretty cool to see it in action. And the final thing he said on Twitter, which I found interesting, was as soon as he got home from Everest, he said, just played the latest build. What can I say? Crafting is amazing. Definitely my favourite new thing. This is something which has been confirmed for a while as well, but it's cool to see that it's finally in the game. It's not going to be something we're going to be seeing in beta, but instead in alpha, and we're going to be able to play that very soon. In terms of standalone news, that is pretty much it, all formed in the 4 minutes. So basically, it's going to be public within the next month, if not less, and you're also going to be seeing YouTubers and streamers, such as myself, doing content on it, hopefully in the next 2 weeks or so, I'd assume. Or if you're at E3, then of course you can go there and play it yourself, if you are lucky enough to be going to E3. But other than that, there has been something pretty interesting with a mod in the form of a diary kind of thing. Right now, mods are trying to do some things which are experimenting for Standalone and just seeing if it works, and this is something Rocket's talked about before, and it's pretty cool to see it. Not really in action, I'm guessing this is just someone which has photoshopped all this stuff, but still, it's pretty cool to see what it could look like in the future. So here's a screenshot of a journal in action. You can see all the things on the screen show what you need to do to get all these things. A lot of them are extremely hard. For example, the location pictures, the third one, you have to survive 100 days. Personally, I don't know anyone that survived 100 days, but it seems pretty cool that you can just do things and earn from that. And also, if you are a hero, obviously you get to see how many people transfused and feel really good about yourself or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a hero personally. I'm a midpoint, but if you do so desire, you can do that. Here are also screenshots with different things. For example, this one is a maxed out bandit, and this one is a maxed out hero. You can see very different. Of course, the bandit one is red, kill, kill, kill. Shit all over the screen, and the hero one is very nice. It's got a lovely drawing, and it's got a blue card instead as well. And also something which I just talked about is also going to be added to a mod in the form of crafting. I did talk about this last video I made, in that you can now, well, in the new DayZ patch, which should be coming out soon, that you can actually add nails to your bats. You can also add barbed wire to your bats, and this is an example of what the crafting menu could look like. You can see it's a very similar menu to the current DayZ mods one, but obviously with the list of all the stuff you need to do on the left, and you can start crafting and put the stuff in the table and build shit, and obviously in the bottom left you can click back to your journal if you want to go look at your stats for all that. But it's pretty cool to see all this stuff has been added into a mod and experimented for a standalone. I'm guessing if they've managed to add it to the mod, it shouldn't be too hard to make it work for a standalone. But that's pretty much it for the mod as well. The mod hasn't seen too many updates, but the big update, which I talked about last week, should be coming out very soon. Standalone should be coming out very soon, and this is a very big moment for DayZ. If, of course, you don't see any footage from YouTubers or streamers, you will be able to see it E3. I'd recommend going and watching the clip, which I'll link in the description, if you want to go see what the buildings are like and how Shinoris, well, Chernogorsk mainly, is really changed. Also get a look at the below airfield, or the military base beside the below airfield even. But yeah, definitely check out the stuff which I've talked about in this video. I'll have a link to it all in the description below. And yeah, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and all good stuff. Feel free to tell me what you guys think of it all. Personally, I'm surprised no one's even getting big updates like that still, so that's pretty awesome. And hopefully I shall be bringing you guys some standalone content very soon.